They were once the faces we couldn't stop looking at, the icons of beauty, charm, and rebellion. But somewhere along the way, time hit like a wrecking ball, and no one was ready. From red carpet royalty to tabloid tragedies, these 15 celebrities didn't just age, they transformed, and not always for the better. Some went under the knife, some let nature take the wheel, and some, well, you'll have to see it to believe it. Because what happened to number 7? That will leave your jaw on the floor. Look, aging happens to everyone. Wrinkles, weight gain, thinning hair, it's all part of the ride. But in Hollywood, aging's a blood sport. Under the bright lights and brutal lenses, every wrinkle becomes a headline, and every facelift becomes a meme. We're not here to mock, we're here to observe. With a little gasp, a little nostalgia, and a lot of, what were they thinking? Stick around, because what you see by the end may just change how you view fame and aging forever. 1. Donatella Versace, the high fashion cyborg. Donatella's face is haute couture chaos. Sharp, sculpted, and borderline sci-fi. It's less aging and more evolution, like if aliens invented Botox. Her cheekbones, carved like they were ordered from an architecture firm. Her lips, permanently poised in judgment. She's not hiding from time. She's fighting it in full glam battle armor. And whether you love it or cringe, you can't look away. But what if we told you she's not the most shocking transformation on this list? 2. Renée Zellweger, a face recast. Remember Bridget Jones? Well, she doesn't. Renée stunned the world when she stepped out looking like a whole new person. The internet lost it. Think headlines, memes, think identity crisis at the Oscars, but plot twist. She addressed it with grace, saying she's just living her best life. She changed, unapologetically. And that might be the most Hollywood thing of all. Coming up next, from child star to haunted indie icon, what happened to Edward? 3. Edward Furlong, the fall of a future savior. Voiceover. John Connor saved the world, but couldn't save his own youth. Edward's face now tells a story of survival. Dark circles, sunken cheeks, and a gaze that's seen some things. It's raw, it's real, and it's haunting. B-roll. Terminator 2 clips to recent rehab footage. This isn't glow down, this is grown down. Curiosity loop. But wait till you see how one rock legend's face aged like a backstage tour disaster. 4. Axl Rose, the face of rock, and regret. Axl's face went from rebel anthem to cautionary tale. Once sharp-jawed and electric-eyed, now bloated, weary, and worn by decades of chaos. But look closely. There's still fire behind the eyes. Rock never dies, but it does wrinkle. Coming up, from teen icon to meme material, where did Lindsay Lohan go? 5. Lindsay Lohan. Glow to grip, she had the world in her hands, then tabloids, trials, and tequila took over. Lindsay's face has danced between comeback and collapse. One moment, she's fresh-faced. The next, red carpet fatigue with a side of filler. B-roll parent trap mugshot. Oprah redemption arc. But that smirk, still there. Still Lindsay. Curiosity loop. Next, the face that made you laugh in Home Alone, and now makes you say, oh no. 6. Macaulay Culkin. From mischievous to melancholy. Macaulay's transformation is haunting. He's all cheekbones and shadows now, like a ghost with a sharp wit. But behind the pale skin and thousand-yard stare, a man who refused to be owned by Hollywood. He aged sideways, not badly, just differently. And Ozzy? His face is basically rock history carved in wrinkles. 7. Ozzy Osbourne. Rock relic or warlock? Ozzy's face looks like it's been autographed by every decade of excess. Thin skin, sunken eyes, ghost pale. He's aging like a haunted castle. But the legend lives on, eyeliner and all. The Prince of Darkness wears his chaos like a crown. Let's shift from rock to rom-com. What happened to Meg Ryan? 8. Meg Ryan. The rom-com reboot that backfired. Her smile once melted hearts. Now, her face looks stretched, tight, like it's trying to remember what it once was. Too many tweaks left her nearly unrecognizable. It's less aging gracefully and more fighting time with fire. But not every celeb fought aging. Some let it happen with surprising power. 9. Brigitte Bardot, Wrinkles and Rebellion. Bardot didn't age badly. She aged honestly. No Botox, no filters, just sunspots, sagging skin, and unapologetic beauty. She's a living rebellion against Hollywood perfection. And honestly, that's iconic. Now what about those who tried to age naturally and got stuck in between? 10. Sarah Jessica Parker, real or retouched? Her face divides fans. Sculpted cheekbones, smooth forehead, piercing eyes. She's part Botox, part raw emotion. And while the lines deepen, so does her on-screen fire. She may age, but she'll never fade. But the next face? It's a blend of bravery, boldness, and a little too much makeup. 11. Caitlyn Jenner. Transformation and texture. Caitlyn's face is a statement. Delicate features, tight skin, heavy contouring. It sometimes feels too smooth, too precise. But beneath it all is someone who redefined their entire identity. And that's power. What happens when Hollywood royalty stops trying to be perfect? 12. Brendan Fraser. From hero to haunted. Brendan's once boyish charm has faded into fatigue. The puffiness, the sadness in his eyes, it's all there. But make no mistake, this face has earned every line. A comeback story written in skin and scars. Next, the Baywatch bombshell who's lived through beauty reinvention. 13. Pamela Anderson. Perfected, then pulled back. Pam went from beach goddess to Botox enthusiast to stripped-down minimalist. Her face? Sometimes flawless, sometimes frozen. But lately, she's embraced a softer, more natural look. And it's working. Let's talk about a rock star whose face is a wild ride all by itself. 14. Steven Tyler, rock and roll Picasso. Steven's face looks like it's been painted with emotion and eyeliner. Every wrinkle is a lyric. Every line, a riff. It's chaotic. It's loud. It's so Steven Tyler. Finally, the celeb who aged like a roller coaster of weight, press, and controversy. 15. Kirstie Alley, the face of change. Kirstie's looks have fluctuated like a Hollywood plot twist. One moment, radiant. The next, shadowed by tabloid critiques. But through it all, that laugh, that energy, proof that aging isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Aging isn't failure, it's just real. But in a town addicted to youth, these transformations remind us how fame magnifies every wrinkle, every shift, every scar. Behind each face is a story of pressure, pain, growth, and survival, and sometimes of just letting go. So which celebrity surprised you the most? Was it the unrecognizable glow down or the fearless wrinkle and all glow up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear it. And if you love this honest take on Hollywood aging, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Because in this business, even time has a publicist.